Hello, I'm Jill Page, the Director of Medieval Music in the Dales. I'd like to take you on a tour of the principal venue for our festival, Bolton Castle in Wensleydale, and give you an idea of what goes on at our small but splendid event, the UK's only festival of medieval music. Bolton Castle was built in the closing years of the 14th century, at a whopping cost of £12,000. It has a commanding position in Wensleydale. Later on we'll see the amazing views down the dale from the battlements. It was built as a residence for the Scroop family, and it is still owned by their descendants. Although it was slighted during the English Civil War, large portions remain substantially intact. What better location for a medieval festival? With a large courtyard, landscape gardens and several comfortable interior rooms, the castle lends itself to spaces for performances and exhibitions. Our tour begins with the exterior of the castle, and also St Oswald's Church. This is the parish church of the village of Castle Bolton and was built at the same time as the castle, in whose shadow it lies. At the 2019 festival, our theme was the life, times and music of William Marshal, often called England's greatest knight. He served under Henry II, Richard I, John and Henry III. He died in 1219, so the theme was chosen to honour the 800th anniversary of his death. In this recreated scene, the knights of reenactment group The Household carry the Marshal on his bier from the castle to St Oswald's. Music was provided by festival regular and outstanding bagpiper Paul Martin. The tune is a 13th century French song in honour of the Virgin Mary. Knights and mourners sing the refrain, which translates as "Sweet Virgin Mary, forget us never." St Oswald's is one of the venues for workshops at medieval music in the Dales. St Oswald's is usually our main venue for concerts at medieval music in the Dales. This little church seats about 100 people, so concerts can be cosy affairs. Here's a short clip from two of our concert performers in 2019, Ensemble Céladon and Joglar, who both visited from France for our festival. The next part of our castle tour takes us further around the exterior and then inside to end up in the Festival Tavern. Here on the western terrace, you get an idea of the castle's amazing position in Wensleydale. That striking hill opposite is Penhill. In legend, it was the home of a giant who had a nasty habit of stealing sheep. Thankfully, he came to a bad end. In 2019, this terrace was the base for the amazing reenactment group The Household, who recreated 12th century life for us as part of our William Marshall year. The Household showed off warlike ways in the gardens, as well as crafts in their tents. Now we're going to sneak in up the side steps from the garden. Up to the first floor. And into the tavern. Well, actually, this is the old kitchen area of the castle, but it makes for an amazing tavern. We call it the Whole Gamut Tavern, for reasons that are really too full-on medieval music nerd to go into here. The Whole Gamut is home to one of the castle stages at the festival. Anyone can play on the castle stages. The only rule is that the music must be sourced from before 1500. So many people contribute to the castle stage's music at the festival, putting in a great deal of hard work. It's the making of the festival which truly becomes a castle full of music. Many of the castle stage performers are festival regulars. Here's a taster of music in the tavern at the 2019 festival from Tritor, Arpa Ammonia, Consort of One. There are stairs from the tavern down to the courtyard. This is home to our festival caterers, medieval market, and another castle stage performance area. Here's a quick glimpse of Wolfengrim and Trace Alouettes from 2019. The next part of our castle tour takes us upstairs to the chambers on the second floor. Leaving the tavern behind, it's up the spiral stairs. Spiral stairs are one of the, joys of the festival. A castle makes for an amazing venue, but it's not kind on the legs or the lungs. Some of us have tried to keep count of how many stairs we travel up and down over the course of the festival, but we always lose count. Of course, castle architecture is just impossible for some people to manage. And that's another reason why we at Medieval Music in the Dales are keen to have a virtual festival alongside our annual live festival. We hope to make the online festival a regular thing. Almost up the first set of stairs now, and a brief side trip to the ruined chapel of the castle. This is a great spot to sit and soak up the various sounds emanating from all around the castle. Now up a few more stairs to the solar. This is home to the festival desk, where CDs and books are bought and sold and answers given to queries. It's usually also home to the wonderful stall of the Early Music Shop, who are great supporters of medieval music in the Dales. A few extra stairs take us up to the nursery, which is usually a green room for performers and stewards. Then it's along the corridor, I like this corridor, to the great chamber. Now this is usually home to the International Instrument Makers exhibition. This is, we believe, the single best gathering in the UK of specialist makers of medieval instruments. We have welcomed makers from the UK, Germany, Poland, Italy, Spain, and many good friends from France. The exhibition really is a treasure trove of wonderful instruments. And that's just a few of the amazing luthiers who have made the trek to Yorkshire to join us at Medieval Music in the Dales. Up the stairs again. Welcome to the battlements of Bolton Castle. It's a stiff climb up yet more spiral stairs, but it's well worth the effort. This is the top of the southwest tower, the only tower which remains fully intact. Below us are the two-bed chambers, the solar, the gift shop, and down on the ground floor the threshing room. No visit to Bolton Castle is complete without taking in these amazing views. Well, Let's make our way back down the stairs and take a look at the two splendid bedchambers in this tower. Back in the day, this tower held the principal personal apartments of the Scroop family. And this is Lord Scroop's chamber, the bedchamber of the Lord of the Castle. During the festival, this is used as a workshop space. On the floor below is this magnificent chamber. Mary Queen of Scots was held prisoner at Bolton Castle for some 6 months in 1568 and 1569, soon after she fled to England. She was housed in Bolton Castle in great estate, perhaps more of an honoured guest than a prisoner, and was given the personal apartments of the castle's owner, Henry, the 9th Lord Scroop. This chamber, which would originally have been the chamber of Lady Scroop, is decked out as for the Scottish Queen. At our 2019 festival, the chamber was also adopted as the bedroom of the old William Marshal. His biography tells how, as he lay on his deathbed, he sang with his grieving daughters. This was one of the scenes we recreated at the 2019 festival. More generally, this beautiful chamber is the third of our castle stage venues, perfect for quieter instruments and more decorous performances. L'Erba Fresca were to be one of our new castle stage ensembles in 2020, and we very much hope they will join us next year at the castle. Here's a snatch of something they put together, especially for the 2020 online festival. Thanks for listening, and I do hope you've enjoyed this tour of Bolton Castle and a taste of festivals past and present. We hope you may be able to join us sometime, either at the castle or online. Bye for now.